Unity. How are we doing this morning? Good to see you all. Please stand with us as we sing our first song for the morning, which I know you know. So let's get on up and do it together. Here we go. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. You belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. I know it's here, I promise. Here we go. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, Unity of Pompano Beach. Happy Sunday. I am so glad to be here today, especially glad to be here today because I wasn't with you last Sunday and I missed you. Last Sunday I was in North Carolina with my family after the sudden and unexpected death of my brother-in-law. And it was a beautiful time with my family. And I'm so happy now to be home in my own home with my spiritual community. Thank you all for coming to be here today. You know, I've come to realize at times like this when we experience loss and sadness, these are the times we realize that it's our faith that can carry us if we let it. Because our faith assures us that there is one presence, one power, one love that's in everyone, every place, every circumstance, even the difficult ones. And when we tune into that, and we affirm that, and we remember who we are, we can be lifted by gratitude. And then we can touch others with our life. So our affirmation today, in your bulletin and on the monitors, it's actually a two-part affirmation. I am attuned to the presence of love everywhere, and I am thankful. Will you affirm that with me? I am attuned to the presence of love everywhere, and I am thankful. And because of that, my gratitude shines like a healing light into the world. Together, my gratitude shines a healing light into the world. And so it is. Close your eyes with me if that's comfortable. Take a breath. We join our hearts together in prayer. How good it is to feel and know the presence of the love that formed the universe, and to know that this love is in every heart, every place, every situation, my heart, my space, my life. And as we open more and more to the awareness of this presence, we feel the healing warmth of gratitude within us rising and bringing light like a quiet sunrise. We give thanks today for this sacred space and for the joy of coming together in community, together here in this space, online, or people at a future time listening to the recording. We're all one. And we hold especially close in our hearts today all those who may be experiencing illness, loss, sadness, fear, or anything that might dim their light. And we see them as God sees us all, shining, healthy, healed, safe, and whole. And we are grateful. For these things and for so much more, we say thank you, God. And so it is.
We'd like everyone to please stand and greet each other. Say welcome, say hello. And when the music stops, we all sit back down. Thank you.
Welcome, everybody. I'm so glad to see everyone getting hugs, getting to know each other. How awesome that is. Welcome, welcome. My name is Jane Anderson, and I'm your platform volunteer today. So good to see all of you. I see my friend Dawn is back. Dawn and Bill. All right. So, welcome to the online people. Everyone who's watching online, let's wave hello. When you get a chance, please come see us. It's nothing like being here. Also, I'd like to welcome everybody who's come here for the first time. Anybody here for the first time today? Oh, there you go.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome. We have ushers. They'll give you a package, and there's something there to fill up. And then when you do, please bring it to the front. There's 3 people right over there, Philip. Yes. And then you'll get a little package as you fill out your information. And so this is the time to invite James. James, what do you have for us today?
Good morning. So good to see all of you this morning. Won't you please welcome with us once again Mr. Peter Wallace at the piano and the keyboard, Mr. Jeff Renza at the drum sets, and our featured soloist, you may know her, Miss Samantha Natalie Wallace. And we have something from Kander and Ebb from a Broadway show. A beautiful song called A Quiet Thing. And then we have something from a song, both songs we've never done here before, but we have another song from a New Thought singer-songwriter by the name of Carrie Newcomer. And I just want to tell you, just to brag a little bit, did anybody watch the Latin Grammys on Thursday, maybe? Did anybody see it? No? Pete was a part of the band for the Latin Grammys, as he is every year.
Awesome.
So we just wanted to brag a little bit because we're very fortunate
Wow.
to have him with us.
Yes, we are very fortunate. And I got to hear a little bit of the rehearsal, so I know we're in for something special. I was inspired today to read something from the Daily Word, a gratitude blessing. It's by Kalila Valkov. Since we're in the month of gratitude, I'm feeling so, I don't know about you, the whole month just feels like a month to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is something that inspired me. When gratitude flows through your heart, it reflects the love of which you're a part. Your soul then glows with the grace that it knows. Witnessing the present becomes an art. Holding praise in mind, you behold God's gifts sublime, being alive to the moment and not letting worries foment. Your thankfulness helps all others, lighting little lamps of joy for one another. So when we are all grateful, it actually radiates from us, and everybody starts to feel, you're kind of like, you have that frequency of gratitude, and everyone is just feeling happy being just around you. So, if you can refer to the bulletin to see what's coming up this week. By the way, every Sunday we have we have Power Hour with Nicholas Gunn right now. Yes, he's our Power Hour person, and you can sign up for that, and it's online as well as physically at the here at the what do you call that room? Yes. All right, coming up this week. Tuesday through December 3rd, gathering with Paul. We have the 4 agreements at 6:30, I believe that's when he has that. And then Saturday, November 23rd, we have senior discussion with our friend Susan Silverman at 10 a.m. I believe it's a 2-hour thing, so it's 10 to 12. And Sunday, we're beginning to collect, and I forgot to bring my teddy bear. He is just so cute. And I've already seen, is it Joseph? Yes, Joseph has a nice, beautiful, show it to us, beautiful white teddy bear. You can start loving on your teddy bears. What you do, you just give these teddy bears love, because they're going to kids during Christmas. So start collecting the teddy bears right now. And then, as of right now, yes. We also have, next Sunday, we are going to be celebrating our bountiful banquet. And so we need people to bring in dishes. So sign up now. I'm going to be bringing kale or collards. I was just talking to my friend Jim Patiller about it, and he likes collards, greens. Yes. And then coming up December 1st, we have Advent, which begins on that time. Also, New Moon Sound Healing with Darby. If you were here last time, it was so relaxing to do the New Moon sounding. Did you say that we have 2 moons this month? In December, we have 2 moons. So she'll be doing that December 1st at 12:45. Please sign up online or physically behind there. December 4th, we have the book club. You can pick up the book in the bookstore. And then looking ahead, we are going to have a lot of activities. We have Christmas Eve candlelight service, the burning bowl, letter to God, white stone service. It's a very busy and exciting time. We also have 2 slots coming up for the board members opening up in February. If you have any recommendations, please see Jack Costco. Jack, please raise your hand so they know he's not here. Okay. Peter, yes, he's a board president, or Paul, if you have any recommendations. And our roof fund now is up to $64,000. Yay! We're doing it. Yes. And now we come to the time we do the daily word. And the word for the day is simplicity. Okay, the teddy bear. Thank you. All right, the word of the day is simplicity. And this daily word was inspired from in August 2009, August 5th, 2009. And the affirmation is, I am attuned to the goodness of God. Together, I am attuned to the goodness of God. Please go within as I say these words. Let them resonate with you. Hearing the gentle patter of raindrops on a window pane, enjoying a conversation with a friend, joining in laughter with loved ones. What blessings these are. Such simple pleasures are but a few of the abundant gifts from God that enrich my life's experience. Gratitude invites even more good into my life. I thank God for the blessings of reaching a goal, sharing a friendship, seeing a sunrise. I feel deep appreciation for the simple things in life. I acknowledge my blessings one by one. As I do, I open my awareness to the goodness of God all around me. Truly, I am blessed beyond measure, and so it is.
When it all comes true, just the way you planned. It's funny, but the bells don't ring. It's a quiet thing. When you hold the world in your trembling hand, you'd think you'd hear a choir sing. It's a quiet thing. No exploding fireworks. Where's the roaring of the crowd? Maybe it's the strange new atmosphere way up here above the clouds. But I don't hear the drums. I don't hear the band. Sounds, I'm told, such moments bring. Happiness comes in on tiptoe. Well, what do you know? It's a quiet thing, a very quiet thing.
nice and relaxed. What a beautiful song. Oh my gosh. Our band is so amazing. You know, just every Sunday, week after week. And that song came into my awareness very recently. I was talking to Paul a few weeks ago about what I wanted to share today, and I had already picked the second song, which you'll hear, but I was stuck. I didn't know what to do to have the perfect song to lead into my message. And Paul thought about it, and he went into his office, and a few minutes later I got a text from him with a link to that song, and it just landed here. It's perfect. So thank you again. Because gratitude is a quiet thing when you think about it. I mean, there's the bubbling out loud sort of excited expressions of gratitude, like the Academy Award acceptance speech kind of gratitude. But mostly, gratitude arrives quietly, more like a whisper than anything else. It reveals itself in stillness, in the moments when we pause, in the midst of the craziness of everyday life, turn within and listen. One of my favorite visual expressions of gratitude is a painting by the great American illustrator, Norman Rockwell. And if you're familiar with Rockwell at all, you're probably having one picture come to mind. This one. 1951. And the title of it is simply Saying Grace. And to me, this is like the best of all of Rockwell's extraordinary folio of work. And in 2015, somebody kind of agreed with that because at auction they paid $46 million to own this painting. And I think it's not just the skill and talent of Norman Rockwell as much as it is the message that's portrayed. Because if we look a little closer, here is a grandmother and her grandson, we presume, in the middle of a busy diner. And the detail in the picture is so incredible that you can smell the onions and the burgers cooking on the grill. You can kind of hear the cook in the background saying, "Order up." You can hear the clattering of dishes and silverware. You can just sense everything that's happening in this room. But what's interesting is these two people, if you look at the whole picture, they don't look like they belong there. I mean, there's a bunch of guys in this diner. Do they really belong there? But there they are, bowing their heads in the middle of this place where they kind of don't fit, saying a prayer over a simple diner meal. This small moment of gratitude transforms the whole scene, the busy, bustling, noisy diner scene. There's the guys you'll see sitting across from them are smoking a cigarette, another guy smoking a cigar. It's like, But it just takes all of that, all the craziness that's happening, and makes it something holy, right? It just transforms it. And you can see a kind of inner strength, inner light, a certainty and a knowing in the grandmother's face. I love it. And one of the wonderful things, actually the thing I love best about this painting, is all the other characters in the scene are noticing what's going on. These two guys that are sharing the table, Rockwell could have painted their faces as cynical, like, look at that. He didn't. He made them curious, like, they're just taken in. They're just drawn by this. And then there's the guy in the far left corner. You only see part of him. But you can see he's finished his meal. He's reading his newspaper. He's got a cigar in his hand, and his cup is filled with probably the third refill of the day. What made him look up from his newspaper? It couldn't have been the sound of the prayer because it was probably so soft, only the grandmother and her grandson heard it. What made him look up? Was it the energy of what was happening there, the energy of gratitude? And this guy, I love this guy. He kind of looks like James Stewart, right? But look at the look on his face. We don't know whether he's coming in or going. He's at the doorway. But he is so drawn in by what he sees. I think there could be tears in his eyes. And we could make a backstory for each one of the characters in this picture, but what's beautiful about this is how they all turn. They're drawn in by this small act of gratitude in the most unlikely of places. It touches every character in the painting. It touches everybody who looks at this painting with care, at all the detail. It touches us with the message that holiness is right there, in the most ordinary, humble, unexpected, simple of places, right there, right here. And that's, I think, the message that led somebody to pay all that money to own this painting. And it's a message that I think the world needs right now. When I was in North Carolina last week, I had an opportunity to see this same kind of transformative, quiet gratitude in another unexpected place. This time it was in the lobby of a medical practice, believe it or not. Mountain Medical Arts is a medical practice run by my sister's 2 sons and their spouses. They're physicians and medical practitioners. And it's located in a town called Burnsville in northwestern North Carolina. Burnsville sustained its share of damage and loss and tragedy. And on our way driving up to Burnsville, we saw unbelievable things, even after the weeks and weeks of repair that have gone on, but just incredible loss and tragedy. And the practice itself, Medical Mountain Arts, has lost at least 4 from its patient population just from Hurricane Helene. And so there's been so much loss in this community, so many loved ones lost, homes, property, animals, and more. And right there in the beautiful lobby of this amazing medical practice, in the middle of unimaginable loss and tragedy, they placed a Thanksgiving tree. Isn't that beautiful? The sign on it invites anyone who comes by to think about what they're grateful for, not just the first things we think about, home, family, health, whatever. It invites everyone to go deeper. What are the things that only you can be thankful for? And then when you think of what it is, you write it on a piece of paper that's been laminated, and you hang it on the tree. So it invites people to go into that deep, quiet place where gratitude sometimes hides, but where it lives. Here's an example of what someone wrote: the power of hope and the acceptance of what is. Is that the first thing you'd put on your gratitude list? I think that's pretty profound. Each leaf on this tree has become a symbol of hope, a small, quiet, courageous gesture, act of gratitude. It connects everyone who writes something on a leaf with everyone who reads it, and reminds everyone who sees it of the hope and the faith and the resilience that reside within them. This beautiful tree standing quietly in the center of a community's pain. It's a reminder that even in difficult times, divine love is present. It's a quiet thing, and it shines light into the darkness. So what is it about gratitude? Why do we talk about gratitude so much? It's almost a buzzword. Start your gratitude practice, your gratitude list. We give you a gratitude list every Sunday this month. I hope you're all taking time to do that. It's interesting, though. UCLA Health and the Cleveland Clinic agree on a few interesting points. They say that a gratitude practice can reduce depression, lessen anxiety, increase resilience, enhance mood and mental health, support heart health, improve sleep, boost immunity, among a whole bunch of other things. I think those are some pretty good reasons to practice gratitude. But when gratitude comes in on tiptoe, as the song says, when it surprises us with its gifts in the most unlikely, unexpected ways and places, we don't think about those things, do we? Those are the side benefits of what happens organically when we pause in the moment, even and especially in the hard and sad moments, to open our hearts and tune in to the always present presence of love. Because you see, gratitude is a lens through which we can once again see and remember that one presence, that one power, that one love in even the most ordinary or challenging times and places. Now, this is not a Pollyanna feel-good spiritual bypass. It doesn't deny the tough things that are happening in the world or in our lives. But what it does do is it reminds us that all that out there is not all there is. Gratitude reminds us that we are spiritual beings in human bodies having human experiences. It brings us back to the place where we can once again connect with what is true, our divine nature, the Christ light, the God within. Emmett Fox was a New Thought teacher who wrote, among many other things, a little 6-page booklet called The Golden Key, with which many of you are probably familiar. And in it, he suggests that the solution to any challenge lies in simply turning your thoughts toward God or a universal higher power. This mental shift, he says, has the power to change our perspective and bring about solutions in a natural, organic, and harmonious way. And the way I see it, what he was talking about, is exactly what Rockwell's painting, the grandmother, and that tree in Mountain Medical Arts lobby are inviting. They're all invitations to turn from the chaos of the outer world to the still small voice inside. In other words, attuning ourselves, as our affirmation today invites, to the presence of divine love. Gratitude needs only the smallest, quietest invitation, and then in it comes, sometimes on tiptoe, sometimes in a flood of goodness into our lives. Because when we approach life with gratitude, we open our eyes again to see this light, this presence, this love everywhere. And I think that's gratitude's greatest gift. But it's more than just an emotion we feel when we're happy. It's actually a practice. We have to do gratitude. We have to step into gratitude. We have to act gratitude. It's a practice we build one shift of attention at a time, one prayer at a time, one gratitude leaf at a time, no matter what's happening in our outer life. That's why we give you those gratitude lists every Sunday. It's a way of developing a gratitude practice if you don't already have one, or expanding one if you do. So I invite you to leave your gratitude list out where you can see it throughout the day, or find other small reminders and leave them around your space. Here's one of mine. It's my golden key. This actually was in a box of things that Nancy Norman's family donated for our tag sale. Don, don't get mad at me. I saw it and I said, this is mine. And the reason I didn't feel bad about that is because the little end of it is broken. I thought nobody would buy it. But this sits on one of my altars in my home, so I see it every morning before I go to work, every afternoon when I come home. And it reminds me of what Emmett Fox had to say about just turning within and saying thank you. So that's one of my reminders. You have many, I'm sure. Just whatever it is that reminds you to take a breath. Come back to your center. Come back to that place where gratitude is ready to bloom the instant you feed it with your thoughts and attention. That place where you connect with God, love, spirit, whatever word you use for the infinite. Don't complicate it. Just several times a day, especially when life gets a little bit nuts. Traffic, whatever. Don't close your eyes if you're in traffic. But take a breath. Just take a breath. Turn your attention inside. And pause, knowing that God is, I am. And say thank you. That's it. That's all the gratitude practice you need. As Paul reminded us a couple of weeks ago, Meister Eckhart, the 13th century theologian, once said that if the only prayer you ever say is thank you, it's enough. And if you find yourself in the place where you don't know where to look to find something to be grateful for, or if you get to the bottom of that page and you say, I have nothing else to write about, start with something small, something unexpected. My nephew suggested you could start with the gray hairs on your head. I've got a few of those. But they help us to be grateful for the years that we've lived, the wisdom we've acquired. You can start with the wrinkles and lines on your face, to be grateful for all the experiences that made you laugh or weep, the experiences that shaped you and brought you to where you are right now. Go to the simple things. Start with the earth beneath your feet. Start with a stone, literally. Pick up a stone. I picked this one up in my backyard this morning. And look at it, really look at it. Look at the colors and the shape and feel the weight of it in your hand. And then take yourself back hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of years to the time when it was formed. What were the elements? What were the conditions? What pressure made this come into formation? And the miracle that you're holding it in your hand. Just start with something simple. Start with a stone. A simple thank you before a meal. Just close your eyes. Quickly think of all the hands that have been involved in putting that food onto your plate. Just say thank you. A word of gratitude on a paper leaf hung on a tree. Start wherever you are. Just open your heart. And you'll see gratitude will come right in. And it will remind you wherever you are, God is. The Native American elder, author, and retired Episcopal Bishop of Alaska, Stephen Charleston, put it this way: strive to be aware of the holy in the most mundane of things, and you will see it open up before you. The everyday is the abode of the eternal. Now that's something to be grateful for. Take a breath with me. Close your eyes, if that's comfortable. And just take a full, deep breath in slowly and think, thank you for this fullness. Hold that breath in your lungs, the wonderful fullness. And then slowly breathe it out and think, thank you for this release. Breathe in fullness. Breathe out release. Tense and relax. And in the stillness for a few moments, right where you are, say thank you and just breathe and breathe in the stillness. And breathing in, breathing out, bringing in, letting go. We are grateful for it all. And so it is. Amen. Forgetting my cues here. We are blessed with so many things here at Unity of Pompano. Get my little notes here. What are you grateful for? Now that we've spent some time talking about gratitude, what is it about this magical place that you're grateful for? And then realize that most of that can't happen without you, without your donations and contributions. That's how we function. That's how we get the lights paid for and the AC and the wonderful music, all that happens here. So your gifts are cherished gifts. We are good stewards of your money. So in whatever way is most convenient for you to give, online, here in the plate, check by mail, whatever works for you. Or we have a QR code that you can aim your phone at, and you can give that way. Whatever works for you, we are so grateful for you, for your presence here, and for your gifts. Please join me now in our offertory blessing. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive, and so it is.
Not in the bread, it was not in the wine, not in the scroll, or in anyone line, not in the past, or whatever comes next. There it was in the places I did not expect. Start with a stone, the humblest of things, from this relic of bedrock, eternity springs. Go back to the source, go back to your home. Heaven is waiting, but start with a stone. Know it and feel it, like the laying of hands, and suddenly somehow my whole world expands, my vision clear, like the circle complete. All that I needed was right here at my feet. Start with a stone, the humblest of things, from this relic of bedrock, eternity springs. Go back to the source, go back to your home. Heaven is waiting, but start with a stone. Walk for a while in your own skin. This is the place where it all will begin. Just take a breath, just take your time. First you are human and then you're divine. It's all a mystery how this came to be, from the tiniest spark all the way here to me, and through it all, as I've always suspected, the past and the future are right here connected. Start with a stone, the humblest of things, from this relic of bedrock, eternity springs. Go back to the source, go back to your home. Heaven is waiting, heaven is waiting, heaven is waiting, but start with a stone. Ooh.
Fabulous, thank you. Pete Wallace, you are just, holy cow, is he? I mean, what a couple here. Amazing, amazing. Start with a stone. All right, so we have one other thing among many that are great blessings here. We have a prayer chaplain ministry. Prayer is so foundational to who we are and what we do here at Unity. And on those times when we forget what we're grateful for, or we forget who we are in our center, we have chaplains ready to remind you and pray with you. So if our chaplains would stand for a moment. They all have purple shawls and stoles, sorry. I know, we were corrected ones before, stoles. Will be at the side aisles, and if you have any reason, joyful or otherwise, that you want to pray with one of our chaplains, there they are. Please take advantage of this wonderful, wonderful service. Let's see, where are we now? I think we're at the end, right? We're going to say, yeah, all right. So before we say our prayer for protection, I just invite you to close your eyes for a moment. Sweet Spirit, we are so grateful for the quiet moments in our lives, the simple gifts that remind us of the presence of divine love. We open our hearts to recognize this love everywhere in each breath, each person, each experience, no matter what. We are grateful that as we build lives of gratitude, one moment at a time, we are shining the light of love into the world. And so it is. Please stand now and join me in our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And so it is.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Blessings are falling, are falling, are falling. Blessings are falling like a sweet, sweet rain. Blessings are falling, are falling, are falling on me. Beauty is falling, is falling, is falling. Beauty is falling like a sweet, sweet rain. Beauty is falling, is falling, is falling receive your grace. Oh Lord, I will dance forevermore. Oh Lord, I receive your blessing. Oh Lord, I receive your grace.